I didn't know a person could smile at you every morning while quietly planning your downfall. But that's the thing about betrayal, it doesn't knock. It pours coffee, asks how you slept, and waits. We met in Chicago, built a life that looked solid from the outside. Good apartment, shared routines, weekend plans that felt like promises. She used to say we were a team. I believed it. That was my first mistake. The second mistake was trusting silence. The first crack appeared when small things started going wrong. Documents misplaced. Emails I swore I never deleted suddenly gone. A promotion I'd been shortlisted for vanished without explanation. Every time something slipped, she was right there, sympathetic, concerned, reassuring me that bad luck comes in waves. I nodded, frustrated but grateful. I had no idea she was the tide. By the third month, the pressure was unbearable. My supervisor pulled me aside and asked questions that made no sense. Why had I missed deadlines I'd never seen? Why were there complaints signed with my name but written in a tone I'd never use? I left that meeting shaken. When I got home, she hugged me tightly and said, "Maybe someone at work is threatened by you." She said it so convincingly that I almost laughed at how paranoid the thought sounded. Almost. What I didn't know was that she'd been logging into my laptop when I slept. She knew my passwords, my habits, my blind spots. She forwarded emails to herself, altered attachments, planted just enough doubt to make me look careless instead of framed. All while telling her friends, and later my colleagues, that I was unstable under pressure. The plot wasn't emotional, it was strategic. Scene by scene, she dismantled me. She encouraged me to vent through texts, screenshots she later shared out of context. She pushed me to confide my fears, then repeated them as facts. "He thinks everyone's out to get him," she'd say, shaking her head like she was worried. People believed her. Concern looks a lot like truth when it's delivered gently. The real goal revealed itself quietly. One night, after a long argument that she provoked, she said she wanted space. Not a breakup, just distance. A week later, I received legal papers. She was filing a claim, accusing me of misconduct tied directly to my job. If it stuck, I wouldn't just lose my career, I'd be unhearable in my field. That's when the fog lifted. I stopped reacting and started watching. I borrowed a friend's old laptop and logged into my accounts from a new device. I checked access logs, email routing, timestamps. Patterns emerged. Files altered at hours I was asleep. Messages sent while my phone was charging across the room. I set traps, changed passwords subtly, planted fake documents, created meetings that only existed to see who'd leak them. She did, every time. The final piece came from a place she didn't expect. One of her friends, uncomfortable, guilty, tired of the lies, sent me a voice note late one night. It was my name, spoken casually, followed by laughter. Then her voice, calm, confident, cruel. "Once he's out of the way, everything falls into place. He won't even know what hit him." I didn't confront her. I documented everything. When the case moved forward, I handed my lawyer a timeline so clean it could have been a tutorial. Digital footprints, access records, metadata, the same screenshots she planned to use, now complete with proof of manipulation. The room went quiet as her story collapsed under its own weight. She tried to cry. It didn't land. The judge dismissed her claims and flagged her actions for further review. My company launched an internal investigation, this time with the right target. My name was cleared, publicly. That's when the regret arrived. She showed up weeks later, unannounced, standing outside my new place like the past had a right to knock. She looked smaller somehow, less certain. She said she never thought it would go that far. That she panicked. That she loved me in her own way. I told her something she still doesn't understand. Plots don't fail because they're cruel. They fail because they assume the other person will stay blind forever. I closed the door without anger. Without satisfaction. Just clarity. Because the worst punishment isn't revenge. It's living with the full weight of what you tried to do, after it didn't work.